Hello, Jim Jordan here, and we're continuing our business planning series on how to write a business plan. And for this week, we're addressing the goals section. And I'm going to call it gold in goals because that's where your gold come from in the goals that you set. Now, just by way of review, we talked about this in one of the earlier videos. Goals need to be SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and that's an acrostic to remind us of how goals should be set. They need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So how does that work out in practice? Okay, so let's say we set a goal that we want to sell more next year. Okay, we want to sell more. Is that specific? Not really. How much more are we planning on selling next year? So we really don't know. Is it measurable? Well, how can you measure if there's no number? So it's not really measurable. Is it achievable? Well, sure, we can sell more next year. Since we don't have any target, we can hit it every time, right? So it is achievable. Is it relevant? What does that mean to us to sell more next year? We need to quantify that. And is it time bound? Well, in this case, it's just sell more, so we don't even know what time period that involves. Okay, so we could make it time bound by adding sell more this year. Okay, so now we want to sell more this year. We've made it time bound, but it's still not relevant, measurable, or specific. Okay, so maybe we change it to sell 30 homes this year. Okay, that's a little better. That's time bound. That is measurable. It is somewhat specific, and hopefully that is an achievable number, and somewhat relevant in that you can, if you know what your average commission is, then this could be translated into dollars for you. How about this though? Even more specific, our goal is to list 15 homes and represent 15 buyers by 12/31/19. That's what we talk about as specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goal. And this becomes even more relevant if you take this and you turn it into dollars. In other words, what does 15 homes and 15 buyers represent to you in terms of revenue or income? So that's what we want to turn that in. That makes it relevant when we add the dollars to it, or we add what we're going to do with those dollars. Even better is, how are you going to spend these dollars? What are you going to spend it on? And that really makes it relevant then, is when you plug in that particular aspect. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about setting goals, is that type of a situation. Now, we have to ask some questions in terms of this goal, and that is, first of all, how are we going to achieve that goal? How? What are we going to do to achieve it? It's just not going to happen all by itself, so we need to answer that question, how am I going to do it? Who are these 15 buyers and these 15 sellers? Who are they? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from people that we don't know? Or are they coming from people that we suspect may be buying or selling a home in this coming year? So who are these 15 buyers and these 15 sellers that we're going to represent? Where are they? Where's this business going to come from? How am I going to reach these people? Am I going to reach them on social media? Am I going to buy leads? Am I going to advertise? How am I going to get this business? Where are they? And then what kind of activity do I need in order to achieve this goal of 15 homes listed, 15 buyers represented What kind of activity do I need to do? If I'm door knocking, how many doors do I need to knock on? If I'm prospecting by telephone, how many phone calls do I need to make? If I'm prospecting by direct mail, how many direct mail pieces do I need to send out? If I am prospecting my sphere of influence, the people that I know, how many contacts, how many touches do I need to have this coming year? And it's great if we break this activity down into smaller chunks, okay? Daily, weekly, and monthly. So daily, what do I need to do on a daily basis to achieve this goal that I've set for myself? What do I need to do weekly to achieve this goal that I've set for myself? What do I need to do monthly? And these activities are going to be dictated by who, how, and where. Okay, so the activities that you do are going to be tied in with your target market, your target audience, and how you're going to reach out to that particular segment of the market. So to answer this activity, we need to know the answers to those questions there. And then overarching all of this is the why. Why do you want to do this? What's the meaning in this whole thing? So when you're setting these goals, not only do you want goals like this, list 15 homes and represent 15 buyers, but you want to set some goals relative to what you're going to do with this money. Okay? So what does this represent? So first thing that you might want to do is plan your vacations. You know, in real estate, it's pretty difficult to take vacations, but you may want to plan those in advance. So where are you going to go? What vacations are you going to take in 2019? Plan those out in advance, pick the dates that you're going to go, and then set aside that time in your calendar for taking vacations. Okay, so you might want to have vacations. Okay, maybe you want to buy a new car this year. So this money is going to finance that new automobile or SUV, whatever. Maybe you're going to buy a boat this year. Maybe you're going to buy a new home this year. Okay? Maybe you're going to start investing in real estate yourself as a real estate agent. Maybe you're going to start investing and buy an investment property or two this year. Whatever your why is, it ties back into this, and that becomes part of your goal. So you set down goals. I'm gonna do this, and these are my goals for the year. So I'm going to sell 15 houses and 15 buyers. I'm going to take 2 vacations this year, 1 week each. And here's where I'm going to go on those vacations. I'm going to lease a new car or purchase a new car this year. That's my office. So I want a good looking office and a comfortable office. And so maybe I'm going to purchase a car this year. So I write down when I'm going to purchase that car and what kind of car I'm going to purchase and how much I'm going to need to spend on that car. Same thing with the vacations. How much am I going to spend on those vacations? Where am I going to go on those vacations? So things like that are the things that you're going to translate into your why. And this is important because when you wake up every morning, your why is why you're going to go out and do all of this activity that you have to do, okay? You're not going to want to do this activity if you don't have a good why that motivates you to get up and go and do the things that you need to do to be successful. So in summary, there's golden goals if you prepare your goals the right way. They need to be SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Those are the way that you want to schedule and set your goals for a successful 2019. And here's wishing you a successful 2019, and thank you for listening.